Hello everybody, and welcome back to Europa, where this popped up as soon as I unpaused here. Mongolia has made claims. Okay, sure. And Usugi has made claims as well. Both of them did that just instantly as soon as I unpaused the game. But that's fine. We are doing much better economically right now. We do not want to take this Miltech. That is a thing that we don't want right now. So we'll hold off on that for the moment. We do want to work up our admin and our dip power. Specifically, we want to get both of them up to 8. That would be a very good thing indeed. We also want to get some institutions embraced here. Both of them are going to be somewhat on the expensive side. We're -1 stability, but that doesn't actually harm us that badly right now because we have no interest. So that's not a major issue. We can root out a little bit more corruption here, which I'm interested in doing up till around here, perhaps? Yeah, that'll do. We definitely want to get rid of our corruption. We're at 34.64 right now. That is coming down pretty rapidly at this point. Not maximally rapidly, but fairly rapidly. So we want to continue to work on our economy, that's for sure. If we look at our estates here, the Merchants Guild has improved their opinion, that's for sure. So that's very good. Of course, we're getting 10% from our clergy and 15% trade efficiency as well. We completed the state agenda to build up here. Yep, as I expected, I actually had forgotten about this, so that's kind of hilarious. We do gain a base production there, and the Merchants Guild gains 10 loyalty. So if we look at this, the Merchants Guild is at 48%. And is drifting towards equilibrium. Once they go up above 50, then we can seize land. So that'll be fine, because all estates will lose 20 loyalty, and if they drop below 30, we may get rebels. So we want to wait until they have drifted up above 50%. That'll take a few more months here. That's okay, we're at about 49% now. Yes, we are now at 49%. We get a claim on our rival and 10 prestige. I guess we'll take the prestige. That's absolutely fine. We're not going to be pressing that claim for a while. We're much more focused on our economy right now. That is for sure. We can root out a tiny bit more corruption. That's great. 0.58 per year. There is an election, and we could... Oh, hello, what's all this? Okay, we're getting a lot of pop-ups here. Lose a stability or lose 33 ducks. Oof. However, we have a traveling minstrel here, so we're going to lose the stability, and then we're going to allow the traveling minstrel to go where he pleases and gain that stability right back. Okay, so that's fine. Now, 6 is the cap, correct? Can we go up to 7 with this? We're 74, so this guy's probably going to die pretty soon. We're going to keep him, though. Okay, so, yeah, 6 is the cap. That's what I thought. So he doesn't get any higher than this. Fantastic. We'll keep him for the rest of this term, or until he dies, whichever comes first. He may well die, for all we know. That's definitely a thing that he might do. Now, we're currently focusing diplomatic power. That's fine. And once we're done rooting out corruption, things are going to get a lot better for us economically. Like, a whole lot better. I do want to grab some crownlands, though. So we'll go ahead and drop them on down, and we'll need to wait for them to drift back up towards 50. Once they get back up to 50, then we can seize crownland again, which at that point will put us up over 50%, and we'll get the crownland effect. Ah, he died. Okay. So we're going to go for, I think, a diplomat candidate here, because we are most in need right now of diplomatic tech. So we'll go ahead and grab that. We can grab National Tax Modifier here. And I think we do. Yes, our corruption is going to be hurting us a bit still, but that's fine. National Tax Modifier of 10% means that we now have about another ducat per month. Ooh, and goods produced modifier plus 10% because our new consul is industrious. That's really good too. That means that we can put all of that money into rooting out corruption, and we're now changing by minus 0.74 per year. Now, we're still a long ways away from having our corruption gone, that's for sure. Mongyang is preparing to attack Senwi. That's fine. We don't really care about that. Completely and totally irrelevant. We do want to start to colonize up this way again. We want to make sure that the Europeans have no way in on this coast. So we're going to start colonizing up here. This will mean that we're going to have to back off our rooting out of corruption a bit. I'm okay with this, though. Like, this is reasonably fine. Yeah, we're still rooting out half a point a year, or almost half a point a year, and making money. So this is good. We could cut our colonial maintenance, but I don't want to do that. Our production has been stifled. We could gain an inflation. I'm okay with that. Our inflation is naturally dropping, so that's fine. A base tax, huh? The Merchant Guild's loyalty would drop below 30. Or we could gain a base production, in which case the nobility estate would drop below 30. I think the nobility estate dropping below 30 is more important here. Or rather, is less important. Because we don't care about the manpower recovery speed. So, yes, that is going to hurt our land maintenance modifier and increase our national unrest. Now, we cannot call a diet just yet. But that will be in, like, June? Seems fine. Solon separatists are brewing very quickly. Okay. That's from Halacha. Oh, I did not mean to be unpaused. We're going to do that. And is this entire area? Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. Honestly, we should just fight them. Okay. In which case, we'll boost up our army maintenance. And we'll drop our rooting out of corruption to 0 for the moment. Because we will have to deal with this. I wish that I hadn't boosted the autonomy here. I suppose we could decrease autonomy, but is that as minimum value, actually? We could decrease autonomy here. Yes. We do that, and this is now not in that same category. Okay. What category is that in? Shiban? Yes. Okay, sure. I should have checked that. Definitely a bit of a mistake there. Now we could provoke these guys. That is an option. But now that we've fully gotten our army replenished, we're positive in cash again. So we can put some into rooting out of corruption. And we gain half a point of corruption due to an incompetent administrator. Very rude. But that's okay for the moment. Now we could just provoke this revolt. And I'm honestly leaning towards doing that. It's in here, of course. I'm honestly leaning towards doing that. 14 regiments? I think that's fine. So we're going to head on up. And we will deal with these guys. We do have an idea available, and that is an exploration idea. I think that Diptech 7 is more important to us right now. Okay, so that force is dealt with. We're going to be very negative once again as we replenish our troops. Local trade power, we're going to go for the local tax modifier, I think. Yes. That'll be fine for the moment. Okay. Now the next question is, how long on these rebellions? 19.2 years, 6.8 years, and 138 years? I feel like those are actually not going to be a thing. Especially if we were to boost our stability up, but we can't do that at this moment. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to drop our army maintenance down to about here. Actually, I want to be replenishing our troops a little more. Maybe to about here for right now. And we'll replenish our troops relatively quickly. Once those are done replenishing, then we'll just swap our army maintenance for rooting out of corruption. In fact, let's just crank it to the top. That's going to be multiple months, isn't it? So, like, here, perhaps? Yeah, we require another couple of months at this level. So we're going to have to drop this down to around here. And we are replenishing 650 troops a month. Okay. So, like, 2 more months at this level. Sounds good. 19.2. And like 1 more month at this level, but our balance has come up pretty dramatically. So we're going to start rooting out of corruption again. And we're at 19.7. Rooting out again. 19.9. And we can drop this army maintenance down to, like, here. Crank up the rooting out of corruption. Not quite that high, but to around here. Cool. And we're reinforcing 12 troops per month right now. So this is fine. No problem whatsoever there. Reinforcing 8 per month, and we need 30 men to fully reinforce our armies. So now we're reinforcing 4 per month. We'll toss a little bit more at that. 6 per month. Okay. 16 men. So that'll be just 3 months. Sounds good. And then we'll cut our army maintenance again. We're still struggling a little bit financially, but things have gotten a lot better for us. That's for sure. Okay. Next month, we should fully have our army reinforced. Perfect. And we're going to drop our army maintenance to 0. There we go. Now, our nobility is still unhappy. They're going to continue to drift up. We can go ahead and set an agenda, though. And what are the nobility proposing? They want us to make Codent be a tributary. I mean, we could do that. It's an option. Other options would be Republican tradition. I don't think that's a good option. Build a temple in Kagurgan? Where exactly is that? Would that temple be any good? Where is that, actually? Up here. Okay. That's probably not going to be a very useful temple. If we look in our production interface here, we can see a little bit better what that'll end up looking like. So, let's see. In here somewhere. Yes. So we would get 0.02 per month for that. It's mediocre, for sure. We could do it, though. Hey, Korea, do you want to finance a temple for us? We're only at 5 favors. Okay, sure. That's fine. But we'll work that up. We can get an exploration idea. I don't think either of these are super worthwhile right now. The provincial trade power modifier would be nice, but we definitely need to root out more corruption. I want to be making about half a ducat per month right now. Let's see. Lose 15 army tradition. What is our army tradition? Army tradition. Which one of these? This one. 7.6. You know what? I don't care about the Miltech cost. We're wildly over the amount that we need for that, so that's fine. Let's take a look quick at our institutions here. Renaissance would now cost 263, and colonialism 247. Okay. We absolutely need to grab Diptech 7. When are we going to have that? June of next year. Okay. And we lost another stability. Oof. Well, we definitely need to boost up from stability -2. That's for sure. So we will go ahead and do that. Well, we can't yet. We need 311. Oof. Our religious unity is tough, but lack of Republican tradition is the biggest deal there. Okay. Yeah, 95% stability cost modifier. Well, that's definitely a lot. That's for sure. Well, we'll keep an eye on our stability situation here. These rebels are not that bad. So I think we'll be okay on that front. Boy, I wish we could spend admin power on something other than stability. That would be awfully nice. But Mongolia is making a claim on us. That's kind of hilarious. They can't really do much about that. We're going to grab this Diptech here in just a moment here. And here's the thing. Our balance is increasing pretty dramatically. I'm thinking about taking a couple of loans here. And I'm going to do it. We're going to take 2 loans, with the goal being embracing colonialism. There we go. That did not cap us on our military power. Good. I was worried about that. So we embrace that, and this is not updated. On the next month tick, we'll be able to get this Diptech. There we go. That allows us to get this Miltech. There we go. Cool. So now we get a superior unit type, and that is absolutely great. We'll go ahead and grab that. And of course, we are still quite negative. I do think that we need Republican tradition at this point. This is not going to change our stats if we stick with the diplomat candidate. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep those stats, and we're going to work up our Republican tradition a little bit. That's going to be fairly important for us, for sure. And we're currently negative in cash. That's expected because we're rooting out corruption. Now, we're going to get cash from Korea when we can. And they'll give us 105 gold. But we're going to need to repay those loans that we took. For sure. That's not going to be as big of a deal as it has been in the past. However, we're paying a lot of interest right now because of our stability. Interest per annum of +2. So that's definitely something to think about. Lose 100 admin power for losing 2 inflation, huh? I mean, it's technically better than using this because of our corruption. So I guess we'll do it. It's not the worst thing. And we're currently paying for reducing our corruption by minus 0.39 per year. I mean, that is improving. And once our colony here finishes up, which is a ways away, we'll be able to get quite a bit more in terms of our balance. So that's all good. Our inflation is dropping over time, and we could embrace colonialism anytime we wanted to. Wait, I embraced colonialism and not Renaissance? Okay, that's kind of awkward. I meant to do it the other way around, but sure. It doesn't really matter. It's about the same either way. So that's fine. We could take additional loans to embrace Renaissance as well, if we wanted to. It's an option. I'm not sure it's a great one. We need to get Admin Tech and Dip Tech 8 before we grab Mil Tech 10, and we can store 2058 military power, so we're going to have to wait on getting that Mil Tech. That's okay. We absolutely do need some diplomatic power. That's for sure. But we also need admin power, and we need a lot of that. So at this point, if we wanted to boost our stability, we need 306. That hurts. That definitely hurts. Corruption, religious unity, that's all kind of tough. We could lose 8 prestige or lose the stability. We're going to lose the prestige, absolutely. We cannot afford to lose more stability. We need to stop getting those stability loss events, that's for sure. We're very unstable, it seems, and it's just RNG. So that's fine. And of course, our current agenda is to build a temple up over here. And we do want to do that. Oh man. Gain 3 inflation or lose 158.58 ducks. Yikes. We're gonna have to take inflation. That's tough. The religion could change to animist, and yes, welcome to the faith. Fantastic. Okay, the merchant guilds now are at 79% influence. Now, some of that is going to go away eventually. Emphasis on the eventually. The nobility need to continue to raise their opinion of us. And that is something that we are certainly working on. We can root out a little bit more corruption here. But what we need more than anything right now is to stop losing stability through events. That would be awfully nice. I mean, corruption doesn't help that. That's for sure. But we would definitely like to stop that. We have expanded up over here, and I mean, we're going to be... Persian is building a spy network, of course they are. We're going to be continuing to spread up this way. For the moment, anyway. Now that we have more dip tech, though, I would like to bring these guys on back, have them stop protecting trade for the moment, and we'll roll up an explorer, and we will have this explorer go and explore some new regions. Because with diplomatic technology, we can do... Hello! When was this discovered? Okay, apparently we have part of the random new world discovered. Cool. Well, that's interesting. In that case, we can start expanding out this way. and that's a pretty big deal. That's definitely something to think about. I didn't realize that that was discovered. Sure. Well, we're going to continue exploring. We're making small amounts of money right now. Our corruption is continuing to drop, and we just finished our exploration mission. We're not getting a pop-up about that anymore. That's interesting. Well, we're just going to send them out to the East China Sea. And we're going to get what we can explored over here. But yeah, this is definitely something that we should think about colonizing. For sure. These guys are Miltech 7. Like, we can definitely expand out here and become a colonial power. That is a solid option for us. Especially as our corruption continues to drop. So that's definitely the route that we're going to take. No doubt about it. We will continue to explore. We're going to explore everywhere we possibly can. Now, Korea, when are you going to give us the favors? Oh, we have the favors. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and ask for ducats from Korea. And then we're going to use these ducats to build that temple. It's not going to be hugely great in terms of the tax income, but it will be better than nothing. So that's good. I would love to raise our stability. I would also love to get an event that raised our stability for free. That would be awfully nice. I mean, our Republican tradition is coming up, so that is going to help. It's going to take a while for that Republican tradition to max, though. So it's going to be a while before we're able to raise our stability. For sure. We need 300. We're going to be able to get it to -1 anyway. But our corruption is dropping. Our religious unity is not. We can't really convert anything. So that's fine. I keep clicking through that when I mean to check the notification settings. Okay, let's try this again. We'll send them out again. I want to click on those notification settings. So when they come back, I don't want to just click right through it. Now we can grab Miltech, but that's going to give us unbalanced research. We don't want that. At this point, I'm feeling like we might want to switch to admin focus. Yes. We gain 15 ducats, and the natives gain in aggressiveness. We're never going to have a native rebellion, so we're going to gain those 16 ducats. Thank you very much. There's an election here, and we're going to leave the diplomat candidate in place. I like 7 of each coming in per month. So that'll be good. And we now have enough to boost our stability to -1, which we definitely will do. Now, that means that the only unrest is here in Mergen. And that unrest is not really going to change for a while. Okay. I wanted to click on this. Pop up and pause. Yes. Yeah, we're just not getting the notification that there's an idle explorer up here. That must be a change that Paradox made. I don't know. Or maybe there was something in that box that I didn't look at. It's hard to say. Regardless, we're going to send them out again. We're going to continue exploring. Okay. We completed the estate agenda and gained a base tax up here. So that's actually very solid. That will help us. And all that influence has expired. So let's take a quick look at our estates here. Nobility is at 48%. Okay. So they're going to hit 50 soon, which will allow us to seize Crownland and get that back. So that's wonderful. And we lose 50 admin power, so we're at -9. We're not going to make Korea angry. Thank you. We are very reliant on Korea right now. There's no doubt about that. So the nobility is almost above 50. Almost. Exploration has finished, and they are over here. We will go ahead and grab another exploration mission, and we have a level of splendor ability that we can grab. And these are the only 2 that we can do. I guess we'll do this one. It doesn't really matter. So that'll be fine. Nanai wants to become our march. We're not surprised about this. Okay. So we should reach 50% in just a moment here. Cool. Clergy's equilibrium is drifting down, but that's fine. We can actually set another agenda. And yes, we did renew loans. So we can set another agenda here. And let's go ahead and do that. What do they want? A temple in Enshu. West Micronesia. We'll build the temple in Enshu, I think. And we will also seize the land. There we go. And that means that we get national tax modifier plus 5% and plus 5 maximum absolutism. Perfect. So, we now can throw more money into rooting out corruption. That's wonderful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to hopefully make some solid progress on finishing off digging out of our hole. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Let's see, actually quick. The length of election term would not be awful. Yearly corruption minus 0.1. This one. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. See you all next time.